Hi everyone, I'm Juliana. I'm a movement instructor at Zakim Center for Integrative Therapies and Healthy Living at Dana-Farber Cancer Institute. And today we're going to do a short video for lower body strength. So we're going to be chair-based, so you're going to be working seated on your chair or maybe behind the chair somewhere from some support. So if you want to build strength and you want to add a little bit more, even adding some weights or band resistance, you can add that on your own. I'm going to show it with you the basic on the chair or behind the chair, and then later on if you want to add a little bit more, you can. Just reminding yourself that after you do the circuit, you can repeat it 2 or 3 times later on to get a little bit more longer workout. All right, so let's get started. I'm going to take a block between the legs here to support and kind of like start to connect your legs, your core, and just going to start to feel a little rolling of the shoulders. Nice. And take your arms all the way up. And exhale down. We're going to pick up that block and just starting to warm up the body. We're going to start to add a little calf rises here just to coordinate a little bit more with your upper body. Just adding a little gentle bicep curl just to get a little bit more workout out of this. So as you can see it from the side, I'll be lifting the heels up. The spine is nice and long. You start to activate your calves. And then from this, I'm going to start to add a gentle march. So every time you take your foot off the floor, you're going to start to challenge your balance, you'll work your core. All right, so I'm going to add a little bit more to this. I'm going to start to extend the leg out and in, and I'm also adding the arms here to extend out and in. So from a side view, we're still warming up out and in, right? And you can stay a little bit more into the ball of the foot or even add a little bit of a hinging back and forth to add a little bit more core stability here. Excellent. And now we're going to pause onto the center. Inhale, roll the shoulders. And as you exhale, pushing into the block here, we're going to add a gentle twist, rotation to one side. We just want to warm up the body a little bit more. And then come back to the center. Great. And roll the shoulders back. I'm going to just continue in this kind of like an angle view so you can see a little bit better. We're going to pick up your right leg and relax your arms here. I'm just going to point and flex. So starting to get a little bit more into the knee joint, and you're also pointing and flexing the toes to get into the ankle. And also when you flex, almost feel like you're dragging a sheet of paper under that heel to start to engage into your calf. So I'm going to pause there. You're going to point flex and you roll your ankle, and then you point flex and you roll it the other way. Excellent. And drop that heel down. Roll the heads of the shoulders back. And now from this, as you exhale, imagine almost like you had a little bit of a belt there that pulls in and up, and you're just going to start to engage your quadriceps a little bit more. Beautiful. And then you release. Let's do it one more time, lifting, just warming it up. You should be feeling this. You should be feeling your core, the back and the spine stabilizing, holding you up. Excellent. And give it a little tap. You can turn your toes up, dig your heel, and hinge slightly forward again. Don't put pressure onto that leg that you're stretching. The knee is soft so you're not overlocking it. And you should be feeling a nice stretch into the back. Great. Just give it a little windshield wiping. And we're going to actually do a little windshield wiping of the hips here side to side before we start working on the other side. So I'm just going to turn my chair forward now so you know what it looks like from the side. And we're going to pick up that left leg. And you're going to point and flex. Point and flex. So you're pointing the toes and curling it up, dragging it back, engaging to the back leg. Good. And next time you take it out, pause there, and you're going to point flex and roll your ankle. Try to keep your spine nice and tall. Getting a little bit more ankle mobility. We're going to pause it down. Let the toes turn up. Now again, imagine that belt pulling in and up and lifting you. And you're going to feel this on your quadriceps. Again, try to keep your shoulders relaxed. And if you need more assistance by holding the chair, that's absolutely fine. What time you start to build that strength that you don't have to be gripping onto it, and just feel that. Excellent. And then release. Give it a little tapping here. Release it out. And letting that heel be on to the floor, curling the toes. And you might start to lean a little bit more forward to get a little bit more engagement of the back of the leg. Excellent. Do a little windshield wiping of your legs here to get into the front of your hips and just pausing over. So this could be almost like into that lunge stance. You're just gonna play with your hips here, taking it back and forth. Again, if the toes on the floor bothers, you can always put a block or something under that shin so the toes are relaxed. And we're just gonna take it to the other side. We're just getting a little bit sensation and opening into the front of the hips as you play with that tail dropping back. And when the tail drops back a little bit more and the knee feels like it's reaching down and the spine lengthening up, that's when you get the most of that stretch, right? And then release. All right. So I think you're feeling that your body, your lower body is starting to warm up. So let's start with our exercise today. We're gonna start with the squat. Squat is something that we do every day. When you get out of your chair, get out of the couch, you go to the bathroom, all these things are squats. So just putting it into something that you do in your daily life. We're gonna hold onto the chair. Block is between the legs just to stabilize so your knees don't go out. We're gonna do 10 of these. You can hold onto the chair to support you as you go up and down. You can hold behind the chair or onto another support. If you need, you can put the block between your legs or not, and you're just gonna go up and down, right? Or you can stay completely seated seated on the chair and crossing the arms in front. So choosing the ones that you're gonna use today, we're gonna go up and down for 10, 9, 8, 7, it's a hinge, weight is on your heels, 6, 5, spine is nice and long, 4, 3, 2, with time you can even add a weight in front of your chest, and 1, excellent. All right, shake it out, move it around. So we're gonna move into our lunges. So again, if you feel that it's too hard for you to come up, you can stay here and play with your pelvic tilt. Otherwise, we're gonna use that chair or a support in front of you. So you can use the back of the chair or have a counter. Make sure that your area is clear so when you step back, step closer to that bar or to your chair, and you're gonna step 1 foot back, and you're gonna go down and up. We're gonna do that split lunge as you bend the knee, spine is nice and long. Try to make sure that the front knee is not passing the toes. You have 3, and 2, and 1. Now press into that front heel, step all the way to the front, and let's take the other leg back. Engage your core, bend the knee, and we're gonna go down and up. Hand on your chair, the back of the chair, or on your counter. You have 6 more, and 5, and 4, spine is tall, 3, 2, remember to breathe, 1, press into that front heel and come all the way to the front. Excellent. So we did our squats, we did our lunges. Lunges are like every time you step out on those steps, you go for a walk, those are lunges. We're gonna continue here with ankle calf rises. So you can use a block or a book, right? And you can use that back of the chair, just like you were doing before. And you can stay with the block or book under your foot. If you feel that feels uncomfortable, you can just stay, just step normally. Try not to lean into the chair. Try to keep that spine nice and long, and you're gonna rise up and down. You have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, and 3, 2, and 1. And again, later on, if you want to add a little pulsing up there, you can, or up 2, down 2. All right, and soften your knees. Let one heel drop a little bit more than the other. Both legs are soft, and then stretch out the other one. So if you like to run, if you walk a lot, stretching your calves would be a great one. You can also do this against a step. on your stairs or something like that. All right, so moving on, we did some ankles. So we're gonna do a little bit now of a hamstring curl. So again, you can still behind that chair and you're gonna soften into your knees and just again, making sure that you're not locking the knees are soft and your knees are parallel. So again, you try not to let one knee sneak in front of the other here. And you're gonna take your toes back and now from here, you're gonna curl back, like you're gonna kick your butt, all right? So again, try to keep that spine nice and long. And I'm counting here, so you have 7 and 6 and 5. Squeeze it 4, 3, you're doing great, 2 and 1, great job. And release, move your hips a little and take the other foot back. Knees are bent, same level. And now from here, flex the foot and kick it back. Good, nice. You have 8, 7, 6, 5, control it, both knees are soft, 4, 3, spine is nice and tall, 2, and 1, excellent. Shake it out again, move it around. We're gonna stretch that later. All right, so we'll continue to move. We're gonna use a little bit more outer leg and inner leg now. So from all those movements that we did, we worked front, side, back. So start to add a little bit more here. Soften into your knees a little bit and supporting yourself onto that chair or on your counter. If this feels too much, you can sit on your chair and just move one leg to the side, all right? So maybe you support your hands on your hips. There's a little bit of a hinging of the body here forward. Navel's pulling in, spine is long. And when you're ready, we're gonna take that leg out to the side and in. Now try to keep your toes pointing forward. We have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Shake it out. So we're gonna do the inner leg on the same side. It doesn't gonna feel that bad because it's a different muscle. So it's supporting. You did the out. We're gonna do the in. So turn your toes down, heels slightly up. And this is kind of like a scoop movement. You can even bring your hand to your inner leg. You're gonna feel these muscles contracting as you rise up and down, right? And you're gonna lift and lower. Try to think about the heel coming a little bit higher. You have 7, 6, 5, 4, keep that chest lifted, 3, soften into the standing leg, 2, and 1. All right, and shake it out. All right, so we're gonna do the other side. So softening into your knees, hands into your hips, turn your toes and forward as you take it out and in. There's a little softness in the knees, and I'm counting it here. You just have 6 more, and 5. Keep those toes pointing forward, 4. Try not to move your hips leaning into the chair. 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Lift the chest, turn the toes down, heel up. We're gonna scoop it forward and up, inner leg now, up and down. Just feeling the hands resting there. You have 8, 7, 6, 5, almost there, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Shake it out. We're just gonna turn to the chair. One last one here. Working onto those glutes. You can hold onto your chair or soften the forearm onto it, whatever feels more comfortable. And you're gonna take your foot like you're gonna stamp that wall behind you, and you're squeezing your glutes. You have 8, 7, relax the neck and shoulders, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. We're gonna switch here, soften, extend if you need, readjust, other toes go back, stamp that wall. Relax the head, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and 2. You guys are doing great. 1, that's it. shake it out. So we're just gonna use the back of the chair to get a stretch on the inner legs. So you can be behind your chair and you can separate your feet a little wider and just a gentle bend into one knee. So it's a little side lunge. You should be getting into the back of the leg and then to the other side. So if I had to take the chair out of the way and the invisible chair in front of me, you can feel that you're pushing your sit bones back. You're getting that stretch there. All right, we're gonna come back up and we're gonna continue with the stretch on the chair, just finishing stretching into those glutes that we worked a lot in your figure 4. So you can cross that ankle in front or cross the knee depending on how much sensitivity you have on your hips or your knees. You can hinge and hold them to the front. So the hinge is what's gonna get a little deeper here, and the angle of that shin. So if you start to bring the shin a little bit higher up and closer to your chest, and some of you, maximum will be the shin parallel to the floor for that figure 4, and you can add that rolling of the ankle. Just be mindful of the knee and the hips, hip replacement, knee replacement. This might not feel that well, so you want to adjust it and be doing the way it feels comfortable for you. Let's come out of this and just crossing and just adding a little twist. And let's do it the other side. Other ankle in front or knee. Again, depending and adjusting, this side might feel different. And you might bring it a little bit higher, more parallel. The more parallel that shin is to the floor and your chest is closer to it, the deeper you're gonna feel it on your glutes. And again, you can always add that rolling of the ankle, relaxing of the neck and the jaw. And adding one more, just gentle twist as you extend your left leg forward, hinging here, now holding it a little bit longer than we did in the beginning to feel the stretch in the back of the leg, toes curling up, heel digging in, and then the other side. Excellent. Take your feet to the floor, take your arms all the way up, inhale, and exhale. Give yourselves a hand. You did it again. One more workout here. Lower body strength. If you feel that you want to add anything else more, again, repeat this video 2 or 3 times or check out the other videos that we have at the Zachem Center website. Be well.